Says I'm live. Now, I got some thoughts on content creators, man. I watch you guys all the time. I don't create content. I'm not trying to. I'm just throwing stuff up. A lot of my stuff is just a rant for my own personal benefit. Yeah, I ask for help. Yeah, yeah, but it's just a rant. If I express my opinion, it's because I'm reinforcing what I already know. Okay, I can back a lot of stuff I'm saying up with FOIA requests, FOIA documents, all this other stuff. The problem is some of you guys don't bother to dig and do research. You know, I'm a liberal independent voter. I am voting for Donald Trump. Okay. I voted for him twice before. He's going to get my third vote. He was the first person I voted for since I voted for Reagan in 1980. And looking back on his accomplishments and some of the things he did wrong, all of these guys, since from Kennedy until Trump, are part of the same. They're part of the same party, the Uniparty, neoconservatives and neoliberals. Trump keeps telling you the Uniparty, the rhinos and the liberals, loony liberals. He doesn't say liberals, he says loony liberals, the neoliberals, the neoconservatives, the rhinos. and I bring up the left right paradigm. I don't know if YouTube's censoring me or what, but I bring up the left right paradigm. And a lot of you content creators either you guys get rid of the comment, you don't like the comment, which means you're falling right into the trap of the left right paradigm, and you can look that up. It is a very real thing, just like the Overton window. It's what's the Overton window is what's socially acceptable, or what is said to be socially acceptable. What's the mainstream media pushing? Far left. I mean, they're off the cliff. Which means in the majority of the normies' minds, I'm a conservative. And yet I'm a live and let live kind of guy, man. Just as long as I have that attitude, live and let live, unless your attitude starts to live in my house. I mean, I got memes made about that. I made memes about it. you know, uh, I see a lot of conservatives, man. And I look at them like, what are you doing? You're pushing the liberals out of your base. I'm not talking about the neoliberals, Neoliberal, neoliberals. It's like a neoconservative. They usurped the ideology and they inserted their own bullshit into it. They kept a bunch of it. They kept a lot of it, and then they insert their own stuff on top of it, so it looks real. I'm 65 years old, man. I mean, there's a guy named Officer Tatum. I put a bunch of stuff. I put one thing up there. He said he didn't want to hear it. I'm like, dude, it's the freaking truth. So you're so conservative that you're just gonna push a bunch of liberal voters out of MAGA because you don't like liberals, because the neoliberals are giving. Well, I don't like conservatives because of the neocons. Does that sound really right? I know how to differentiate. You know, and being a cop, Officer Tatum, I know you took the oath just like I took the oath. I don't wear this shit. I don't wear this shit for shits and fucking giggles, man. And from what I understand, you were probably a Marine too. Okay, you're a veteran. I could tell by some of your lingo. Unless they're throwing military lingo around in the police department, which I wouldn't doubt because the police department's got a lot of veterans in it, man. And it's a paramilitary organization. My dad was a cop for 34 years, man, from 1962 till he passed in 1996. I lived with a cop. Do I know what he did on the job? Probably a lot. He used to take me to court before the union put your quota on tickets. Now you got a quota. Before that, you didn't have a quota on tickets. You used to go to court for your own fucking tickets. Yeah, you had to show up in court just like you do for a crime. because it's a tort. Okay, I was called it's called a tort. It's a city law. Most of the tickets, 90% of them are for city laws. You might get a state or a federal ticket, but most of them are for local laws. I've been to court. My dad, first time I fired a freaking gun, a pistol. I was 11 years old, and my dad gave me his 38 snubby. Yeah, I mean, they kick, boom, boom, because they had a short barrel, boom, that fucker kicked. But that taught me when I got his 38 long barrel, when I fired his 9mm. Then when I went in the Marine Corps, I was a rifle range instructor, man. I taught people how to fire weapons. All of my MOSs are combat related MOSs, aircraft refueling, mortars, rifle range. I know combat tactics. When you play the left-right paradigm, man, you're pitting. What they're doing is they're pitting the conservatives against the liberals. The neocons and the neolibs are having cocaine and cookies behind the scenes, laughing at you guys while you're pitting. They're putting you against each other, man. And those of us that are sitting in the middle are kicking back, going, "What the fuck are you doing, dude?" Most of the independent voters are pretty much centrists, man. We sit in the middle, man. We don't look at either side. We look at the person that's what independent voters do. We're the ones that swing all the votes from Democrat to Republican. You want to vote blue until you vote red until you're dead, and vote blue no matter who, man. That's divide and conquer, man. You're not looking for the best candidate. If Trump was a Democrat, I'd be voting for Trump. If Trump was an independent, I'd be voting for Trump. So you guys don't get it, man. He's running as a rhino, as a Republican. Not a rhino. He's running as a Republican. He was a Democrat for a while, until the Democrats started doing the neoliberal stuff, man. Then he switched over to Republican, man. And even as a Republican, he's calling out the Republicans, man. You got 90% of both parties are fucking corrupt. And that includes the independent party. There's a lot of us that are corrupt too. They just sitting in the middle swinging a vote. But most people in Congress, there's very few independents in Congress. There's very few independents that even win the White House or any branches in our government. Very few independents, man. Then you have the Green Party, and then you have this party, and then that party. The conservatives are what got us into Iraq and Iran. They're the ones that put us in the fucking Middle East, dude. Bush is a conservative. He was a neocon. Cheney was a neocon. I think you guys let that stuff. You guys just want these clicks, man. I mean, you have your base, and I'm putting you down for a reason, because if you can't accept criticism about the way you think from someone who's watching from the outside of all this. I'm sitting on the outside and watching the Democrats and the Republicans, watching the liberals and the conservatives, the neoliberals and the neocons. The libertarians are like very few and far in between too. It's usually left and right. I mentioned the over-to window last time, and you guys took that shit down real quick. I don't know if it was you or YouTube, because YouTube don't like me either. Facebook got me on a 30-day ban. And yeah, I'm staying where I'm at because I'm not a runner. If I could move out of California, I still would move out of California, because this is still fucking America, man. I didn't serve time in the military to give up ground in my own country. You know? I mean, this is a small rant, and I'll probably post it in one of your videos, man. You know, and I'm not saying this to be silly or stupid. I'm saying it because it's actual, honest, constructive criticism, man. I'm a Christian too. Am I perfect at it? No, I don't claim to be. I don't want to be a perfect Christian. That's when that's what leads to piety, man, which was Job's actual sin. He was God's chosen and he knew it. He treated everybody like God wanted him to be treated, but still inside, he had that sense of pride that shouldn't be there, man. God chose him. He didn't choose. He chose God, but God chose him. Okay. Why do you think God took everything away from Job, man? You have to learn humility. You have to learn piety. Why did I do this? Well, I'm the one that makes the sun. I'm the one that makes the sun come up. I'm the one that created you. And yes, I gave you favoritism. And yes, you treated people right, but still inside, you were getting too big for your britches, man. So I had to take you down a peg and I let Satan touch you for a while. Took my hands off of you. It was to test you and also to humble you. And then once he humbled himself, he gained twice everything back. Oh, what do I know? I'm just a 65-year-old fucking man. I'm a 65-year-old fart. I've lived in, I've lived in one, two, three, what, 59, 60, 70, 80, 90, 2000, 2010, 2000. I've lived through six fucking, I've lived through 8 decades, 2 millennium, and 2 centuries. I think I got a little tiny bit of wisdom up here, man. I bring up stuff that's a conspiracy. Well, the stuff's not a conspiracy theory anymore. Trump is showing you how corrupt the media is. He's showing you. These are CIA operatives sitting in the mainstream media right now, both Fox and CNN, all of it. And then when you get into the podcasters, they got their fingers in that pie too. You don't think so? Look at the Twitter. Look at the Twitter files, man. I'm the one that I watch all the congressional hearings. I watch a lot of them. And there's so much corruption in this government, and they're playing every single one of us at the bottom. And they're trying to divide Trump's base. And the way they divide his base is they start playing the left-right paradigm. They get the conservatives pissed off. Then they get the liberals pissed off. Okay, there's liberals in Trump's base, man. There's classical liberals in Trump's base, like myself. I'm a middle of the road liberal, man. I lean right, I lean left. It depends on the circumstances. Okay, I don't sit right or left, man. I sit almost in the middle of the road. Just like that Pretender song, in the middle of the road. That's where you'll find me. You have to look at all options when you're going. If something on the right is screwed up, I'm gonna say something, man. If something on the left, I'm gonna say something. And what I see is a lot of conservatives. They got this liberal bias, like all liberals are evil. No, those are neoliberals. You hate neocons. We hate neoliberals, man. Oh, we can't have that conversation because the liberals are going loony left off the cliff. What was happening when the neocons are going loony right off the cliff? We said something, and you guys acknowledged it. Now a liberal's coming forward and acknowledging something, but you don't want to hear it because you have a bias against your own base, basically. Because I'm MAGA, man. I support Make America Great Again. I want my country back, man. Does that mean because of the liberal leanings that I'm evil? No, man. I don't agree with this garbage that's going on, man. I don't want to see my grandkids going to have some crazy clown thinking he's a woman reading to them in a freaking library. I want to have my grandkids picked up by some lunatic off the street because he thinks they're cute. I don't want cocaine in the fucking White House. Yeah, I smoke weed. Oh, big deal. It's not killing me, man. I use it for pain control because I'm an amputee and I have phantom pains. I've been in and out of AA for shit since I was 19 years old. In and out. Yeah, I learned a lot, man. I took the 12 steps. I mean, there's a lot of things that when you look at them over a lens of time, instead of just, oh, it's just like this right now. No, you got to go back and look how it became that way. How the hell can you fix something if you don't know how it got broken? If your car breaks down, what are you going to do? Just tear the engine apart? No, you're going to do a little inspection. You're going to do some preventive. You're going to look into it and see what part is broken, and then you replace that part, and then you see how it broke because you might have problems on the other part of the car. So you got to know how it broke in order to fix it. I mean, I dropped it on you, and I dropped it on a black conservative perspective, man. I'm not putting you guys down at all. You guys are doing a great job, but when you start having all that bias, man, you don't think I like families, dude? I had a mother and a father. I have brothers and sisters, man. I had a family, but unfortunately, the marriage didn't work out, and it broke my heart. But I'm a liberal, man. I'm like this. If a man wants to walk around down the street with a green beard and pink hair and a purple tutu, it's his right to express himself. It's also my right to laugh at the clown. You see what I'm saying? That's the middle of the road. Do I agree with the homosexual? No, I don't agree with that lifestyle, man. You're not. All you're doing is it's just straight hedonistic pleasure, man. That's why a lot of the homosexual relationships they don't last. It's a statistical fact. They sort themselves out. Do I think that they're evil? No, there's some good guys that are gay. I met some good people that are gay, man. I don't share their beliefs. If they wanted to repent and learn a little bit about God, I might be able to teach them something. I'm not going to go have cocaine and cookies with these guys. I don't even. I might talk to them on the street, but I ain't going to invite them up in my house. But if I do, they're going to sit on the couch and behave themselves. If they don't, they're going to be out the door with a slip kick in the butt, verbal kick in the butt, man. I don't put up with that crap, man. Does that make me conservative? No, that makes me Christian. You know, in the Bible, there's only one sin that is unforgivable by God, and that is blaspheme of the Holy Spirit. Everything else is forgivable. Everything, if they repent. You don't think there's rumors about Paul when he was Saul. He wasn't exactly straight, and there's rumors that he liked little kids. He repented. Why do you think he said there's better that you should be celibate like me? Okay? Because there are apostles that I guarantee you all the apostles were pretty much celibate. Okay, but they didn't boast on it. Paul's the one that boasted on it. Why? Because he was embracing the Roman lifestyle as a Jew. What do you think the Roman lifestyle is like? You're seeing it right now. You've seen it at the top. That's Rome at the top, man. You call it the Hunger Games. I call it ancient Rome. Everyone talks a good game, but when it comes to stepping up to the plate, I see a lot of people just sitting on podcasts and doing this. You got people like me that are out here in California trying to fight this stuff, but because California's lost. No, I'd hate to have you in combat next to me, man. I would hate to have you in my fucking foxhole. Oh, the combat's lost. You'd be like that guy from Aliens. Seriously, you'd be the first one to retreat. We gotta give ground. No, man, you fight until you can't fight no more, man. You fight until you drop. I'm out here in California. I'm in West LA. I'm in the middle of neoliberal central, man. I got West Hollywood like 5 miles away from me. I got Hollywood like 6 miles away from me. I got Venice Beach not even 2 miles away from me. I got Malibu not even 2 miles away from me. Palisades, Westwood, Brentwood, Beverly Hills. What's that other one where Michael Jackson lived? Uh, what do you call it? That area over there. I live right in the center of all this stuff, man. I see it every day. People are tired here too, man. A lot of liberals do not like what they see going on. Oh, you voted for it now. All this voter fraud. You're seeing Trump prove voter fraud across the United States, man. You think everybody out here voted for some of this stuff? You're off your fucking rocker, man. You know they cheated in 2020. They cheated in 2016. They cheated in 2022. It's documented. All this stuff that Trump is going through is a show. It's a show. He's showing you all of the corruption on both sides of the fence. What if he picks an independent for his running mate and then drops off the ticket? How do you think Teddy Roosevelt got voted in office? He formed his own party, the Bull Moose Party. He took his movement and made it into a party. Look it up. Political parties are not constitutional, man. I don't care who started the first one. As long as you're part of it, you're playing right into the system that doesn't work. How are we going to vote people in? Well, then you start a freaking movement, man. You start a freaking movement. This is a populist movement, man. This is America First movement. Okay, this is a movement that put liberal, conservative, we're all Americans. All of us. Black, white, green, yellow, pink, or purple polka dots. Gay, straight, Christian, Muslim, Hindu. We're all Americans, man. Okay? They got us so divided up that the melting pot is not becoming a melting pot anymore. As a matter of fact, it's becoming bullshit stew. Like I said, man, I'm going to drop this over on Tatum's thing. He probably won't look at it. You probably won't look at it. You'll probably delete it. Okay? You probably won't look at it. Okay? But I see you dropping a lot of my comments like they're hot potatoes. When I can throw FOIA information and everything else at your feet, dude. At your feet. All you do is do a little digging, man. Okay, like I said, I enjoy your content, man. I enjoy the way you put things, man. But sometimes you just go off the deep end in this stupid conservative stuff, man. We're all Americans, dude. We don't believe like that. No, dude. No. That's why California, that's why people are giving up states, man. They're running in their own country. How does it make you feel as a cop, man? I know how it makes me feel as a Marine Corps veteran. It makes me feel sick to my stomach, man. I can't take it. We'll stay here and fucking fight, man. You give up. Like I said, I'd hate to have any of you guys in combat with me. You guys would be running for the border while we're still fighting to hold the position because you think it's useless. You think it's not worth it. if it's in another country, I could, there's kind of a little, eh, on my own soil. Fuck no, man. Fuck no, man. This is my country, dude. And I'm putting it personally. This is my country, man. I served this country proudly for 4 years, man. Like I said, 3 combat related MOSs. One was infantry, mortars. The second one was rifle range instructor, Paris Island. The third one was aircraft refueling tank farm operations, TAFIS, First Marine Air Wing, El Toro, 1985 and 86. And then I got out because the Marine Corps became bullshit. It was my second enlistment. There was all kinds of bullshit going on. And I couldn't take it. I couldn't stay there, man. I couldn't be in the political atmosphere when I'm a fucking Marine. I'm there to fight. I'm not there to play politics. You know? So I got out. But I still got a general under honorable. I didn't do anything wrong. It was my second enlistment. I wasn't going to play the politics after being in the infantry for 3 years. And yeah, we counted boot camp, instructor and boot camps, especially rifle range, as part of infantry training. That's your first part of your infantry training is learn how to fire a weapon. Anyway, I'm out there, Officer Tatum. Peace out. Love you guys. Semper Fi. End stream. End.